What is up, sexies? How are you doing today? My name is Epic of Chris, and today I'm bringing you some Call of Duty Ghosts gameplay here on my channel. Some failed KEM strike gameplay. Unfortunately, I did not get the actual KEM. I died like 1 or 2 off the KEM, which is very unfortunate. I got like a couple assists, and I knew I was close. Like I was really playing defensive at the end. But unfortunately, I died by some guy just laying down on top of a hill. He actually had the advantage point on me, which was unfortunate. But I actually found, I think this is like the best class setup for going for KMs, or the best like specialist class setup. I think it's a really good setup. You'll probably see it right now, or I don't know how far along in the gameplay we are, but you'll see it right now, and it's actually the SC 2010. I forgot the attachments and everything, but you guys can look at that class setup, and it's actually a pretty good class setup. I'll actually make a separate video talking about it and how it acts with the game and how you guys should use it. And but yeah, guys, I was using specialist, which is very rare for me because I never use specialist. I mainly just use support. But you know, this map is actually whiteout. This map whiteout is actually a pretty good map to use assault kill streaks, but unfortunately they don't do jack shit in this game. You know, assault streaks really do not go ham at all as they did in previous Call of Duties. You know, the attack dog, I put the attack dog and the Trinity rocket, the battle hind, all those kill streaks on, and they don't do shit. Honestly, the battle hind, I've played with it last night for like about 5 games. I got it like 5 times. It only got a total of like 3 kills. I'm not even joking, 3 kills, and it was so stupid. You know, it was, you know, they really need to buff up the kill streaks. I gotta admit, you know, they made a horrible job implementing assault kill streaks, and because they're really weak, you know. And they should implement stuff like, you know, like a fucking dinosaur kill streak or a Sharkeisha kill streak. Imagine a Sharkeisha kill streak. You know how fucking awesome that would be? Like, like she would probably be like a 5-point streak, you know, because she's a cheap whore and stuff, and you know, she could actually replace the attack dog, and you know, she could be like, instead of whistling for her like the attack dog, you could like say something ghetto and say like, yo, hey yo, Sharkeisha, come fuck this bitch up, and you know, she just appears out of nowhere with her outfit on and shit, you know, saying some ghetto shit, and and you know, I actually saw the video, and she actually got a cheap shot. Like that wasn't an actual fight, you know. She just, the girl wasn't looking, so she just hit her, smacked her right in the face, and just fucked her up, you know. And I feel like the Sharkeisha kill streak could actually just like camp in the corner and wait for someone to come by, and when they're not looking, she just comes out of nowhere, smacks them from the behind, and just beats the shit out of them or whatever, and make them bleed out or whatever. Oh my god, with the Sharkeisha kill streak, if Infinity Ward or Track implements a customizable kill streaks into the game, I would definitely buy it. That's like the fucking best thing ever, you know. Imagine a Sharkeisha kill streak. That would be so freaking amazing, you know. You know what? Share this video with Infinity Ward and Track. Tell them to implement that in the next Call of Duty, because that would be fucking epic, you know. I would pay to have Sharkeisha as my kill streak, you know. I think that would be pretty cool. But yeah, off topic there. Assault streaks do go pretty ham, or would go pretty ham in this game, you know. But unfortunately, you know, they're really weak, which is, you know, it just sucks. It just sucks overall. But anyways, guys, today I'm going to be telling you guys a story about my childhood, kind of. It's like the most scared I've been. I don't know how I'm going to title this video, but it's the most scared I've been in my life, basically. I haven't actually encountered another scenario where I was this scared, but I was like about a child, so I guess it could fall into the category of childhood. But anyways, guys, so it all started when I was like about, let's see, I would say I was about 10. You know, I was about 10 years old. I went to Bakersfield. If you don't know where that is, it's a pretty small town. It's north of Los Angeles. It's a pretty, I think it's a small town. I don't remember. I haven't been there in forever. But it's a pretty small town. I went to Bakersfield to, I think, see my brother graduate from the police academy. I think he was there to get some training or something, and we went there to visit him and to like see him graduate and whatnot. So we went there, and coincidentally, my uncle lives there. Or I think he's not my uncle. He's actually my dad's nephew. So I don't know if he's my nephew, but that doesn't really matter. I went to his house, and so like there was a whole bunch of family members I didn't even know. I think that was like the first time I ever met my family members from my dad's side, or like a majority of them. I met a lot of them. And I had met my new cousins. They were actually pretty cool, and I just met a whole bunch of people. And actually, that was the first time I ever consumed an alcohol beverage. I think that was like my first time ever. And the alcohol beverage I actually drank was a wine cooler. Don't judge me. Wine coolers are fucking amazing. They're way better than beer or any other shit I've tasted. I think wine is like the best alcoholic beverage ever. Like I really do like it. But that was like the first time I ever drank some alcohol. It wasn't like drank the whole fucking bottle. It was because my like someone offered me some, and I just got a sip. Oh, sorry guys, I actually got interrupted real quick by someone. Let me fix the mic. Let's see, it's kind of have a stupid angle. All right, so yeah, we'll talk about wine. Forgot what. Okay, so yeah, we were gonna stay over my nephew's. I don't know if he's my. I'm just gonna call him Chato. That's his actual name. His name is actually his name is Chato. So I'm gonna call him Chato. We were gonna stay at his house because we weren't gonna go to a hotel. We didn't want to waste the money. And he offered, I think, and so we were gonna stay at his house. And so when we went to his house, as I said, I met a lot of family members, and so we were gonna stay there. We all actually watched Gladiator. I don't know if that's gonna like foreshadow what happens later on in my life in the story, but we all watched Gladiator, which is actually a pretty good film. You know, I thought it was a really badass film when I watched it, and so and yeah, so we watched it. And after that, I think we went to bed around like 11 or so. And so my parents slept in the living room. Chato and his wife slept in their room. And there was actually an extra room for me and I think my older brother. Me and my older brother shared a room for the night because there was no room. And so I think the other family members left. And I think it was just me, my older brother, and my mom and dad. And we just stayed there. And so we shared a room, me and my brother. And the whole room is basically just a TV, a bed, and a closet. Now, keep in mind of the closet because that's gonna I'm gonna talk about that later on. I think there was a window. There was definitely a window. And so there was only one bed, and it was like very, very small. And my brother's like, all right, so I'll sleep on the top, and you can sleep on the floor. And then when I leave in the morning, I'm gonna leave around 4 o'clock, I believe. And then I'll just wake you up, and then you can sleep on the bed. And I'm like, all right, that's cool. I don't remember the time we went to sleep, but it was actually pretty late. But I couldn't actually go to sleep, so we put on a movie, and he fell asleep right away, but it took a while for me to go to sleep, and I finally fell asleep. So I guess like 4 o'clock rolls around, and he wakes me up, he's all like, all right, you can go to bed now, and I'm like, all right. So I get up, go to the bed, and I go to sleep for like about 20 minutes. I think I just fall asleep real quick, and then I wake back up really soon. It was still dark when I woke up. And I was like, oh man, I can't really go back to sleep. So what do I do now? So I was just in bed. I was awake, and I guess when you're in the dark for so long, because the room was dark as shit. Like it was so dark, you could not see your hand in front of you. I am not exaggerating that point. You could not see yourself. You could not see your hand right in front of you. It was so dark, and I guess my mind started playing like tricks on me. I started imagining all this type of scary shit. I don't know why. I was like 10 at the time. I don't even know why I was thinking that, but I started thinking all this crazy stuff. And all of a sudden, I hear this noise in back of me, which scared the living shit out of me, considering I was thinking about demons, I was thinking about monsters, I was thinking about death, I was thinking about so many things. And, you know, the main point of the story is that I was scared, not of an outside force, but of just my brain, which is even worse. So I heard this noise, which scared the living shit out of me. I turned around, and I saw the closet door slightly opened, and it looked scary because like the window was facing the closet in a way where like a little bit of moonlight just shined like there, like it was very barely visible, you know. The room was dark nonetheless, but you could barely see the closet, and I saw like the border between the door and the darkness inside the closet. It was weird. It was weird as shit. So I turned around, and I was so scared. I was like, oh my god, there's a monster in that closet. Oh my god, what do I do? So I just turned back, and I just faced the wall. I was just there, just thinking, I don't know, like, oh my god, what do I do? I started like sweating. I was so stiff, I couldn't even move. I was just imagining all these things. I was imagining the monster coming out, looking at me in the face, and just biting my face off or something. I was thinking of so many crazy things, all because of this stupid noise. And so it didn't occur to me that maybe my brother opened the door, or maybe it was already like that. It didn't really occur to me at any point in time. But I stayed awake for like about 30 minutes just thinking about what could happen to me if that monster came out. And then all of a sudden my dad wakes up. He goes to the bathroom, and he has a flashlight with him. And he turns on the light in my room just to check on just to check up on me. And I turn around, I'm like, oh my god, thank god Dad's here. But then he just looks real quick and he leaves. And I was like, no, Dad, why are you leaving? And if you ever seen Titanic, if you ever seen that scene where Rose and Jack are like on that floating thing in the ocean, and then the lifeguards come, and then they look for people who are alive, but Rose can't even say anything, so they don't see her. It was like me. That was like me. I was Rose for a second. I was like, Dad, wait, don't go. But I was like so stiff. I was so scared. I didn't have the nerve to call him, because I didn't give a shit. I was gonna call him nonetheless. I could have said, "Dad, come back," but I was so scared. I was so stiff. I didn't have the balls to do it. So unfortunately, I waited there for like about an hour and 30 minutes, just there, motionless, like sweating my balls out, and just waiting for light to come out of that window because I wanted the sunrise. Because when the sun rises and light comes in, monsters aren't going to attack you then. So, so when the light finally came in, it was around 6 o'clock. I just like, you know what? Fuck this, I'm leaving. So I just got up, I ran to my parents in the living room, and I was like, thank God, it's all over. That was a scary experience. If you could imagine, if you're 10 and you're in that situation, that's fucking scary because, there's a monster there. But anyways, guys, hopefully you enjoyed this story. Leave a like rating if you liked the video. Share with your friends if you have any, of course. Subscribe if you're new, and as always, guys, thanks for watching. I'm actually going to make other videos like this. I have a couple other stories, scary stories for you guys about my own life and my mom's life. I actually wanted to share a story of my mom, of her paranormal experience, and this wasn't actually a paranormal experience, the one I'm talking about. It was just my imagination fucking with me, but I actually had my own paranormal experience, and I think it's a pretty interesting story, and I'd be happy to tell you guys. So like the video, guys, share the video with your friends if you have any, of course. Sharing the video really helps me out a lot, gives me more exposure, and I would really, really appreciate it. Thank you so much for 100 subscribers. I barely noticed yesterday that I had 100 subscribers, so thank you so much for all that. As always, guys, thanks for watching. My name is Epic of Chris, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Peace.